Urban Squash Toronto was founded in 2010 with the mission to empower and inspire underserved youth in the Jane-Finch community to better achieve improved academic and athletic achievement through intensive educational programming, squash training, mentorship, and character development. UST's founding grade 6 cohort from 2 partner schools took to the courts at the then National Squash Academy for the first time in 2012. With the yearly cohort added and our student base growing in 2014, thanks to a Trillium Foundation grant, the UST classroom took shape. With our own dedicated learning environment, the students and programming continued to thrive. In the same year, UST became a member of the Squash and Education Alliance. It's a network of nonprofit organizations in the US and abroad that provide year-round long-term support to young people who deserve and desire more, and to date, we still remain the only Canadian chapter.
In 2018, we achieved a significant milestone in having our first 2012 recruited class graduate from high school. And in 2020, Vivek Modi became the first UST student to receive a full academic scholarship to a Canadian university. And in 2021, UST student Firdaus Shallow became the first student to receive an academic scholarship to a US school and became a member of Middlebury College's varsity squash team. We are so proud of all of our graduates who have grown up in our program.
Urban Squash Toronto's programming consists of 3 program pillars: education, health, and character.
Our education program offers our students 600 hours of homework help and tutoring per year. It also offers academic guidance through peer mentoring, course selection, and university and college tours, along with the opportunity to receive the Thorek Scott and Jamie Nichols scholarships. These scholarships help our students when they graduate high school to pursue a post-secondary education at a university or college of their choice.
My name is Lily Gillespie, and I'm a retired educator. I began volunteering with Urban Squash Toronto back in 2016, so it's been just over 5 years. I've had the advantage and the great privilege to follow some of the students from their almost beginning to the end of their program with UST. And I would say that over the course of the years, I find that they become very attached to the program and start to really see UST as a second home. I think what hits me the most time and time again is how truly grateful and appreciative they are of the opportunities that are given to them through the program at Urban Squash.
I was not doing so well in my last report card, like not the report card before, the first report card. And my mom called Miss Janice, and Miss Janice helped me out with that. She's been helping me with my math. She's been helping me with French, the French work teacher that comes. She's been helping me a lot. And the math, the science, and the report card that I just got, my mom was very, very proud. She said that it was a very great improvement from the last one before. So it's not just a program where you just, for example, they help you with schoolwork and then you get to play squash. It's actually a program where they actually care about you and your well-being, and they want to see you succeed, and they're trying to help you to form you into hopefully a brave young person. I mean, a young adult. Yeah, so it's a really good program. I strongly recommend it.
We have tutors from York University. They come here to get their field experience. If I see that students are wasting time in the classroom, I usually keep them back in the classroom to finish their homework. No homework, no squash.
Does that work?
Usually. Yes, because they like the squash.
The Squash and Fitness program is used as a vehicle to help students learn about decision-making, commitment, and hard work. Students receive 600 hours of squash training per year and regularly compete in Squash Ontario tournaments. The squash programming sets out to improve every student's resilience, discipline, sportsmanship, goal setting, cardiovascular health, and general wellness.
I'm Pat Richardson, and I've been playing squash for over 50 years. And after I retired, I kept coaching. And after a few years, I found out about Urban Squash. And so in 2015, I started to volunteer at Urban Squash. Kids like squash. It's just, to me, and it's the best part of the day. So I think that's a bonus, a really fun thing that they get to do. And, being helped with homework might not be every young person's first choice of what they'd like to do right after school lets out. But in addition to the athletics and the education, there's a part of the program that's almost indescribable. There's a whole person approach to making people a better athlete, a better student, and a better citizen.
They are absolutely surprised when a student comes in who's in grade 6 or 7 and all of a sudden is challenging the kids in high school. And it's because they picked up on skills they've watched repetitively do a drill on the court and see a big difference in your ability. And that is evidence that if you use that same perseverance, you use that same focus on other things in the classroom, at home, whatever it may be, that you can see a benefit, you can see a difference, you can see improvement. It's about dedication, commitment to the program. The kids find a lot of joy in getting better. Improving is not only a good life lesson, but it certainly serves them well here at this program.
The UST Character Development Program offers students many opportunities. They're offered mentorship opportunities, job shadowing, youth leadership positions, community service, and guest speakers come in and talk about careers and mental health.
So my name is Ahad Raza. I have been a professional squash player, and I am now a mindset performance coach as well as a squash coach for a lot of high performance juniors playing out of Ontario. What I'm sharing every week with the students is what I've created, and I'm calling the Life Strong program, which is a treasure map to a successful, fulfilled life. So my hope through this training is to really provide students with tangible and mindset skills that will help them succeed in their lives, on the court, off the court, in anything that they do.
We've had graduates come back, give back to the program, coaching squash, and also in the classroom for academic tutoring. So I like to think that those students felt that they gained something for their time here, and they really felt like they needed to give something back to our program. And they're all just excellent students and really role models for students in our program.
UST has introduced me to a social circle and a network that I wouldn't be able to find anywhere else. They have also introduced me to a new area of self-confidence where I wouldn't be able to find anywhere else. I have been able to meet friends across the border and in Canada that I feel like are going to stick by me for a lifetime. They've introduced me to mentors such as Anita Nador. They have introduced me to coaches that absolutely love me and reach out to me whenever I need some help. And I've also felt that I've grown as a person. Coming in grade 6, I've always had a passion for leadership. I've always had a passion for working with the community. And Urban Squash Toronto not only helped me work in the squash community, but they always encouraged me to work in my own community and making sure that I give back in ways that I wouldn't have imagined. So UST has definitely shaped different aspects of my life, and I don't know where I would be without this program.
Her confidence grew, her morale grew. She could better focus on herself because at first she had this feeling that she can't achieve anything. Like she has to sort of work so hard to prove herself. And I've always been telling her that she can achieve whatever she wanted to. But then it sort of changed after a couple of years, and I saw her growing into herself, changing how she looks and taking care of herself. And at first she wasn't doing that.
Hi, my name is Lisa Doan. I go to Etobicoke School of the Arts. I joined UST in 2014 when I was in Brookville Middle School. Being a student from the Jane-Finch neighborhood meant facing adversity. When I was in middle school, I faced a lot of bullying. Learning was very difficult when the classroom environment was unsettling. When I entered high school, I started to witness the socioeconomic divide between people like me and those who were privileged. I felt discouraged and thought that I wasn't capable of achieving great things because of how far I was behind from everyone. Urban Squash Toronto helps me see my future beyond my classrooms. To me, being at the program was a safe space for me to have fun with my friends, while I developed the skills to stay true to myself. Urban Squash Toronto has supported me throughout my time at school, whether it was making art, needing help in homework, or applying to universities. Urban Squash Toronto has given me a wonderful network of teacher candidates, writers, motivational speakers, and lawyers. These people have allowed me to solidify my career interest within public policy, education, and legal studies. Urban Squash Toronto has provided me an opportunity to peer tutor middle school students who needed help in mathematics, growing my passion for teaching in the future. When I graduate high school this summer, I hope to see myself pursue university as a social science and humanities student. I would like to pursue a career in law to give back and help address systemic racism in my community.